Oh. Okay, miss. Let's be dramatic.
Growth opportunities, I guess. I got in a car accident today, and it was not fun. It actually wasn't from like being reckless or crazy or anything. It was because the floor was slick because it rained last night a lot, and it was slicker than usual. Like my tires were sliding, like just barely going 10 miles an hour, like trying to brake. I was coming to a stop at a stoplight, and my car was already slowed down a lot, but I guess not enough, and it skirted and went right into the car in front of me. I actually have marks on my neck from where the seatbelt caught me, and if y'all want to see the damage we got going on here. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. Yep. There she is. I've never seen that part of my car before. So it pushed up on this, and it has all this part messed up too. This actually was just fixed from when I got in an accident before. This whole piece right here is new, but clearly not anymore because, yeah. I was so upset I didn't even see before that it actually goes all the way up here. And this whole panel. Probably can't even open this door. But yeah, that's not supposed to be there. Is that rubbing on the wheel? Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna get emotional. I can't look at this anymore. Kind of felt it when it happened, not really, because I was in so much shock and I had so much adrenaline, but very beautiful markings right there. I'm okay physically, and the guy was so nice about it and so understanding. And he was like, as long as you're okay, it's just a chunk of metal, don't worry about it, like we just want to make sure you're okay, get your information. I was really fortunate for the way that whole circumstance played out. At first, a lot of the things I was thinking, and still some of them, were pity me, why does this happen to me, why does this happen at all. I was just wondering, how am I going to fix this, how am I going to pay for this, how am I going to afford this. And the more time I take to step back and think about it, the more I realize that it's not important at all. None of those details of what am I going to do, what's going to happen, how am I going to handle this, what am I going to get paid out, how am I going to fix my car, none of those details are important enough to take away from the fact that I'm here and I'm okay, and that I made it out with a bruise, that the guy that I hit was okay. I know that the universe is abundant, that I have the power in me to attract amazing things, to attract the money to fix it. There's plenty of wealth surrounding me in my world, in my life. There's plenty of resources in the universe. There's plenty of ways for me to come out of this okay. And I know that whatever it is, it's going to be for the better. There's all kinds of reasons that this could have happened, but it did, and there's nothing I can do about it now but pick up the pieces and move on. I sincerely think that that whole thing was divinely orchestrated. By that I mean everything leading up to the crash, everything that happened after the crash, all of the signs that I got, all of the symbols that came up in the crash, and everything that happened just throughout the day. So something crazy, about 5 minutes before the crash happened, I was listening to an audiobook. I switched to John Bellion, and the first song that comes on is John Travolta, which is awesome, and it was stuck in my head for like several hours afterwards, and that soon becomes relevant. So then another song comes on and the crash happens, and I don't think about it at all. I'm obviously dealing with the crash, I'm sobbing, I'm going through the like tragedy of losing my car, of experiencing the shock of having gone through it. I have bruises on my neck. I feel awful. A couple hours later, I decide to check the set list for the John Bellion concert, and I'm honestly just like, I'm trying to decide whether I should go or not. And I saw that the trend for the opening song of John Bellion's set was John Travolta, or JT's. The song is JT.
which was the song that's been stuck in my head for hours, and this one of the songs that came on right before the crash happened. So then I go back to Spotify to look and see what song was on, and it turns out that John Travolta was on right before the song that was on when I got the crash. That song, and this still gives me goosebumps and just freaks me out a little bit, is called Life. And the song is about mortality and being confused and lost and not knowing what to do and taking advantage of your life and trying to figure it out. And the first lyrics of the song are 22 and confused on what to do and how to set it off. Sorta drunk, sorta high, she's a broken Miss America. Never learned how to love because the answers are stuck behind closed doors. You can call it a night when the lights in the studio don't shine no more. The chorus is, she wrote it on the bathroom wall in her favorite shade of lipstick, L-I-F-E. She wrote it on the bathroom wall in her favorite shade of lipstick, L-I-F-E. And that shook me a lot. I wasn't listening to music before, like when I originally got in the car, I switched to music a couple minutes before this happened. The first song that I listened to happens to be the same song that is opening for this concert, and the song that was on when I got in a crash was about mortality. You can call it a night when the lights in the studio shine no more. The other thing too is that I have been struggling with feelings of potential, like polyamory. My boyfriend's about to move here. I love him so dearly. I want us to work and to be so happy, but it's also scary and it's a commitment. I have struggled with understanding my feelings as to whether I am polyamorous, if that's something I have to worry about. And then the common fears of, what if it doesn't work? What if he's not the one? What if I hold him back? What if he holds me back? What if all these things? Never learned how to love because the answers are stuck behind closed doors. And part of me had been starting to close off that door because I was so scared of, what if all these things don't happen, or what if all these things do happen, rather than just focusing on the love and the emotions. I'm terrified of all these things, and I have such a stigma in my head about doing it right and not messing it up, not being like my parents were or like this other unsuccessful couple. And everything about that song hit me in a whole bunch of ways, mostly because when I got in this accident, something that, who knows, it could have happened at any time, but this accident happened at the specific time, playing the specific song that was basically telling me to look at my life and see what's around me, and to take a second and slow down and not just focus on my responsibilities, but also focus on myself and focus on my responsibility to myself and not just my circumstances and the things around me. You can call it a night when the lights in the studio shine no more. There's no giving up ever, because giving up is letting myself go. Letting myself go, I might as well die. If things are really important to you in your life, you need to give them as much of your attention as possible, as much of your passion as possible. You may get a few second chances, second and third and fourth chances, but there will come a time where life is going to say, you know what, slam, that window of opportunity is gone. It's done. Another main thing that really stuck with me was the number 22, because 22 and confused on what to do and where to set it off. 22 and confused. 22 and confused. There's another song by John Bellion called Money Right, and one of the lines is, fast forward now I'm 22. $500,000 after taxes just to make a couple songs, and I don't mind. So literally the first word of the song that was on when I got in the car accident was 22. Then my dad and I played Yahtzee. I don't believe in coincidences, especially ones so much like this. First of all, this is like the best game of Yahtzee I've ever played, and I was not trying to win at all or even do decently, but I won by a landslide. The universe is like, hey, we gave you a big loss, but we're gonna give you a win right here. So when I rolled for my 3 and 4 of a kind, both of them got a score of 22. And when I saw that, that made me think of the song, because I had just heard the song and I just started to kind of analyze the situation and the lyrics in my head. So I'm like, okay, what is the significance of 22? Is it just telling me that, hey, hold on, you're gonna be okay. Right now, we're gonna put you through the ringer. If you make it through this by 22, you're gonna be a fucking baller. You're gonna be a fucking queen. You're gonna have everything you've ever wanted and more. You are going to achieve everything that you've wanted to achieve within this couple of years, and it'll all have been worth it. But right now, you're 20 and you're scared as shit and you're confused and there's so much going on and you don't know why. So I went and researched the number 22. I actually did this last night, but the filming was just not good. The number 22 is one of the highest vibrational numbers in numerology, master numbers, in angel numbers. Part of the symbolism is balance and harmony, because 2 and 2, 22, it's balance. It means that something in your life that might be very unsteady and bringing an upheaval and making things less balanced in your life may be coming to an end. It might mean that you're about to go into a stage of your life that's going to bring you more peace. Peace is very emphasized. Focus on being peaceful in your life and focusing on what is harmonious and what is in vibration with what you are putting out into the world. 22 in essence is a sign that you are about to step into some of your wildest dreams, that all of your manifestations that you have been cultivating and making for yourself are about to be realized. And I checked several sources. I watched a few different videos. I read a few different websites, and I will list my sources down below. But when I read this, the very first website that I clicked on, the first sentence was, seeing the number 22 means you're about to realize your wildest dreams. It means that you are just at that threshold of pain and pleasure to where you're about to cross over to pleasure and realize your greatest manifestations. And when I read that, I just started crying. It can't be a coincidence that this number popped up right before I crashed my car. It popped up several times throughout the day afterwards. I have never felt more goosebumps from a situation in my life. I've never felt more spooked, but also genuinely enchanted by a situation. I still have very few words other than I know that there are many beautiful things around the corner. I crashed into that corner, but right around it, there are some amazing things that are about to come into fruition into my life. I am so over the moon, astonished and bewildered and just so grateful for the energy that I have been cultivating in myself, that I have been bringing into my world. And then to see clear symbols that, hey, we're gonna do this to you, but something's coming, I promise you. If nothing else, it gives me so much hope, and it puts so much faith in my soul that I am meant to recover and I am meant to flourish from this experience. Life is so precious, and I am so blessed to be here, be alive, and to know that there is so much wealth and abundance out there to help me fix my car, or to help me get a new car, or to get me to the places I need to go. I will always be divinely protected so long as I am putting that effort into myself and my energy. The universe will put that effort into the energy and send it right back to me. So take the time to be grateful for your life and for your experiences. Be careful behind the wheel, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if my minor accident could be your disaster. And rather than just a lesson, it could be someone's life, yours or someone else's. Love yourself, your friends, your family, your significant other, your dogs, your everything wholeheartedly. Don't hold back, and live life the way you are meant to live it. Do not stunt your own growth because you're too afraid to do what you got to do, because it's much scarier to look such a dangerous situation in the face and say, what if I died? What would I regret? I would regret all of these things that I didn't do. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that I was able to raise my vibration and my energy by the end of it, and that I took it back to edit it just a bit more. I really hope that you gained something from this story, that it helps you to avoid your disaster and your tragedy and jump right to, I really want to give myself the love and attention to be who I gotta be. Take the time today to think about what those things are for you. Other than that, please subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos like this. If you would like to receive updates on what happens with the car, what happens with all of my messages from the universe. And other than that, I really do hope to see you guys soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day, your week, your month, your existence, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, guys. My dad was like, just pet your dog, she'll make you feel better.
That's my baby girl. That's mommy's baby girl, and I love her so much. Huh? Are you there for mommy? Do you love her and support her all the time?
Of course, I'm also on my period, so I'm like, big girl.